Stopped to tie my shoe on this bench, this bus stop bench on this street in the Presidio. That street. There's Letterman over there. And there, in the distance, is the Palace of Fine Arts and the bay in the marina. And I believe it is Saturday, June 9th, 2012. And I just came from where I live down there, walking through the Presidio, and stopped to tie my shoe and found this on this bench, which I love. Look at this. Live life so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Albert Camus, French existentialist writer who changed human thought. He was a game changer. Albert Camus appears to be on people's minds lately, well, at least in the last couple of days. As I walk out of here, heading west toward the Golden Gate Bridge, I'll just say that a couple of days ago I was walking to City Hall, and I walked through Jefferson Square Park, and there was a young guy lying in a hammock that he'd strung up between two trees, a sight I'd never seen before in Jefferson Square Park. And he was reading a book, and I thought, whoa, that's cool. So I went over to him and asked and told him I thought that was great, and he told me he was a French student from Montreal. I didn't pin him down about whether he was Canadian or French, from France. He said he was studying in I think it was Montreal, and on a shoestring he was traveling, and he was reading Albert Camus' The Plague, La Peste. And he just got into San Francisco, and he asked me what was in the area, and I told him Fillmore and the jazz. 40 years ago, jazz got started in the Fillmore, and they had all these jazz musicians in the blocks on the sidewalk, and one jazz club, Yoshi's, and he said probably he couldn't afford to go to Yoshi's because he was traveling on a shoestring and he had no money. And I thought how absolutely innovative of him that he thought to bring in his backpack a piece of fabric with strings on it that he could string up for a hammock so that he could read an existentialist novel on the first day he got to San Francisco. And so I think he was kind of asking me for money in the subtext there, but instead of giving him money, which I don't have, I'm telling his story. And now I ran into Camus again. So folks, if you don't know about Albert Camus and existentialism, you need to find out. Because back in the day when Albert Camus wrote The Plague, existentialism was not popular because of all the religiosity that we're still stuck with today. Yep, it wasn't cool to say there was no God. That was very unpopular in some areas of human thought. Kind of like today.